Hello my loves and welcome back to another reading. There we go. All right. We are doing a start of the fire horse year reading today because I gotta tell you, I'm still tired. It's still the middle of winter for me here. But it's beautifully sunny today after the fog this morning, which is really giving me the visuals of that snake skin just being there and dissipating finally. 1 minute. Yeah, just that, it was like so milky outside. When I woke up, you could barely see. I want to say, let's say that's about, maybe 30 yards away. You know, maybe a bit more of that. You couldn't, it was just so milky and so opaque. But then it burned off, and now this afternoon we have this glorious sun. There's not a cloud in the sky that I can see from my window that I'm looking out right now. So let's get into it. I am starting with the Seasons of the Witch Ostara deck. I absolutely love this. This is such the vibe. And then this is like slightly rainbow. It is giving just this magical time of year. And yes, it is still stinking snowy, and gross out here. Oh, things are falling. Everything's just moving right now. But the temperature is warm. It is 4 degrees Celsius. Things are melting. We're getting our first spring of, this area of Canada. So we're getting there. We are going to be building up slowly into this, but there is momentum here. What is it that we need to know for this fire horse year? Spirit, guides, ancestors, cosmos, deities. Okay. Moon milk. There is nothing like the medicine that comes from the ritual of yourself. Yeah, there's been so much, I'm having a hard time speaking because there's so much in my brain right now. There has been such a push to take care of yourself, to take care of your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit. I've been doing so much physical self-care, which is not something that I generally, I do, but not in the way that I've been doing it this past winter, before winter. You know what? Actually, since the last eclipse in September, it's been such a boon to me as well, just physically taking care of this body that I get to live in for this life. I feel so much more embodied, paying attention to this body. I want to say too, I've been a couple of times a week, I will oil my skin, and even just touching myself and feeling myself in this body, feeling the reaction, what the sensations that I feel as I'm rubbing it into me, really sort of those sensations are going to my brain, yes, through my nervous system, right? But it is me, the spirit, who is feeling that, who is taking in that information. And it's been, I don't know, there's just something magical about it. There is nothing like the medicine that comes from the ritual of yourself. So I think that is the basis of which we need to go into this year with, right? We need to be taking care of ourselves, because how is it that we're going to accomplish what we are set out to accomplish this year without making sure that we ourselves in every possible way, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional, how are we supposed to be able to do that if we are sort of flailing about and neglected, Okay, do we want another one of these? Yes. Okay. Painted eggs. In the pursuit of your truth, you must master your own craft. And the first thing that is coming to mind here is the seeds of love, the Ace of Pentacles, which I always see as a seed. I mean, all pentacles are seeds. But this is something, these are eggs that you have gathered to yourself, and they are setting the intention for this coming year. These are the eggs that are going to grow and become something that ends up hatching this year. In the pursuit of your truth, you must master your own craft. This is also recognizing what it is that, I mean, not even recognizing, because if you do it here at the beginning of this fire year, okay, but really recognizing the seeds that you were born with, the things within you that you were born with that you can do in this life as you, that serves the world, right? Even if you're only serving your loved ones and your very local community, that is still serving the world. Even us just doing small things is still serving the world, right? So know what it is that comes naturally to you, the things that you've already mastered, right? And use those skills to allow these eggs to hatch so that we can have a much more beautiful and vibrant and, more, I'm seeing like tiles in the mosaic, but of different hues, different things to be in the world. That's important. Okay, I'm being called to do a third of this deck. Oh, hello. Garden party. Oh, yes. Embrace the coming of things worth celebrating. Oh, my goodness. Embrace it before it happens. Celebrate it before it happens, because you know what's going to happen. Whatever it is that you are bringing into this world, what I'm also seeing too is the reflection. Look at the color of the shirts and dresses. They reflect the eggs here, okay? Each of these people will be bringing in the egg, hatching that egg that is theirs to hatch in this life, to hatch in this year, so that we can all come together to celebrate this beautiful, again, mosaic of humanness, of working together, of creating beautiful spaces and places for each other that are also very supportive. I mean, a garden, I'm imagining what's off screen here as well, outside of the picture, but like a vegetable garden as well. Gardens feed people, but they also provide the emotional, spiritual sustenance of beauty as well, right? All of it is important. No matter what it is that is your thing, that is important. It is important to everybody. And I'm also seeing the Four of Wands with this card. So very much community, very much, having this root sort of foundation of making sure that you are taken care of in every way that you possibly can, okay? And then knowing what it is and being able to do what it is that you have been born to do, right? The things that have called you in your life that now require being put out into the world. And then we move that, because this becomes community. You can't have 4 eggs, 4 little chicks. Don't they make a little community? And then we get this, where we have these 4 things that have 4 people who have become something. And I'm also seeing the mirroring of the 4 eggs, the 4 things that they have brought into the world, and how it serves other people as well. It makes a beautiful house out of the community that we get to live in with each other when we do this. Okay. All right. We want some, what do we want here? Some tarot, I think. I do want the B deck, okay. I was gonna go to the Mucha for a second, but been heard right in my head, very clear. No, the B deck. Bees are community. Bees are community. And then if that isn't a message for this year, I don't know what is. After everything that has been going on, all of the massive sort of shifts and changes and towers being blown apart and starting to finally fucking crumble, you know, I feel like such a huge part of coming here to be a human on this earth is to be in community with each other. So what is it that we need to know for this year, Spirit? I'm gonna let a couple cards come out here. The Hermit, okay. Oh, we've got the Prince of Swords and the King of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. There's our seed, my loves. Oh yes, strength. And the Queen of Swords. So we have two swords here. We have a wand. We have a pentacle. We don't have any water, but you know what? Sometimes, if we have taken care of ourselves, we can become stronger in order to do the things that might require us to be a little, not ignorant, but just allows us to do the things that we need to do, that need to be done here, and maybe put aside a little bit of our softness. But the hilarious part is that, you know, we start this with softness, right? And then we return to softness with others. But let's get into the tarot here. So we have the Hermit. I feel like this is just another sort of reiteration of the Moon Milk card of being apart, taking care of ourselves, understanding ourselves in the great wider world, listening to the bees. I'm feeling called to say, to talk about the, what is it called? Telling the bees. I know this happened in England. It probably happened elsewhere as well. But when somebody is born and when somebody dies, you tell the bees. And when somebody dies, you tell the bees about that person's life. It's like solidifying through, you know, this air, through communication to bees as well, the beings who make it possible that we can eat so much, right? It is solidifying that connection of that spirit, the air here, that spirit of the person who has passed, and allowing that to return to a community through bees, and allowing that to be part of the earth and carry that on still. We have the Prince of Swords here. This is not sort of hesitating at all. And by sort of, I mean this is not hesitating at all. This is just freaking going for it. Now is the time. Now is the time for action. Now is the time for swift action. Yes, that might mean that there is, there's always things that can go wrong. It doesn't matter how well you plan something out. So seize the moment, carpe diem, you know, like just do it. Take whatever it is in your mind. I'm hearing the silver tongue. Take your silver tongue in whatever way that is for you. Take that and use it. The pen is mightier than the sword is what I'm hearing. Now's the time. Get to writing. Get to making. Get to creating the things that you want in the world. The things that will help allow other people to see what can be in the future once we get through this, right? We have the King of Wands. Now, this is somebody who is fully seated in that passionate, charismatic, not going to take, sort of like, oh, what am I hearing here? The King of Wands is tempering a bit of this energy, because here's the thing. We all have this passion, I'm assuming, if you're here, to see the world be a better place, right? And that means being a better place in every single way. Healthcare, education, no more wars, no more genocides, no more of the awful things that are in the world, and more people actually following their passions, people being so seated in who they are, so unapologetic in who they are. This king knows that he is not for everybody, but this king knows that there is somebody for everybody, for every group of people. There's no one leader, is what I'm hearing. There is no one person who's going to lead us through. This is all of us being fully seated in ourselves, confident in ourselves and our skills and the things that call to us in order to lead forward. And, the thing that I always think about when I think about leaders is that we are all leaders, right? That king knows it. We are all leaders, and in every different sort of situation, each one of us will be called to lead in that moment, depending on our expertise, or if we just happen to be somebody there who's a little more confident or something like that. We are all leaders, but even if you're not confident, that it doesn't mean anything. It's just know who you are, know how you can help, how you can fit into the mosaic work of humanity, and so that you can shine as brightly as possible, but also allowing others around you to shine as brightly as possible. That fire lights up everyone around this king. That fire is abundant and can be shared with everyone around this king. And again, there is no just one king. We are all sovereign in ourselves. We are all this king. So we need to follow our passions forward. The Ace of Pentacles, yes, absolutely. It's sowing the seeds of love. I feel so very strongly with some of the things, the thoughts and messages from Spirit that have been coming to me just on my own, is that we are creating a world beyond what we are understanding right now that is based on love. That is what is the most powerful thing on this planet. Every animal loves. And if you look at mycelial networks and even trees and stuff like that, the way that they are with each other, it's love. We are sowing the seeds of love here, and it is going to be sweet and delicious, but it is going to require us to let down our guard and go for it, fully seated within the power that is ourself, right? The power that is what we can do and what we can bring and provide to the people around us, making the world a better place. This is going to require strength. And I'm seeing this in tandem with the Queen of Swords and her sword of truth, being that the truth is love is the way. Love is the way. Love can make us so incredibly strong. Love can make a mother lift a freaking car. Love is the most powerful thing. Love is the most powerful truth. And going into this year of the fire horse, what is fueling that passion within us, that sovereignty within us, is love. Love of ourselves, but also love of understanding that when we share ourselves, it is a love. When we share the things that we are good at, it is a form of love, because we make this world so much more beautiful and such a wonderful place to live in when we share ourselves. It's going to be a lot of strength, but here's the thing. I think this strength card is here because the strength is already here to do this. We've seen enough bullshittery, right? We've been taking care of ourselves. Please continue to take care of yourself in every way that you possibly can. But we have the strength right now We're not going to take it. I'm hearing that Twisted Sister, is that what the band's called? Song. We're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to take it anymore. We're cutting through the bullshittery of what has been happening now, and we are taking back our power, our sovereignty, our ability to live in tandem and with the earth, not ruling over it, with each other, not ruling over it. Love is the way. Love is the way. The Queen of Swords might seem very cold, but with this sword of love, this sword of truth and understanding, she knows when to not put up with the bullshit. So she's cutting away everything that blinds us from love. She gives us the clarity. And that is the message. Love is the way. Love for yourself, love for the things that you know you can bring into the world, love for the community that you know those things are going to provide something for as you are provided for in return. Woo, what a fantastic message. Thank you so much for being here. I have a good feeling about this year. I have a really good feeling, and I am so looking forward to seeing where this year takes you to and where it takes us as a whole, as all of us here, fellow Earthicans on this beautiful planet. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!